Give them guidelines. But when you read the guidelines, you immediately know that those guidelines, they're not from minds that have any science in them. Yeah. I asked someone to read to me what the guidelines they give them. It was all just a laughing matter. You couldn't believe that educated people drew up those guidelines. But I was later told they were actually ministers. That means they were church leaders who gave those guidelines to government. You see it? They gave those guidelines to government. Government consulted church leaders and asked them what guidelines to follow. And these church leaders who are full of fear, they are afraid of the virus, but they are telling people Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. They don't believe in Jesus. No, of course they don't believe in Jesus. You cannot believe in Jesus Christ and be afraid of viruses. Jesus touched the lepers. He touched the lepers and healed them. I've been ministering at the healing school. I've laid hands on all kinds of sicknesses and diseases and people that had contagious diseases. All kinds, including leprosy I just mentioned to you. Never once did I think I might have an infection. Because the Bible is clear. But these people who are afraid are pretending to represent Christians to the government. It's a shame. I think the government leaders are laughing at them. Because if you are a Christian and you say you are a minister of the gospel, what gospel? What? You have no gospel. If you are afraid of the virus, you have no gospel. Your gospel has ended. The moment you began to give such guidelines to people in the church, you repudiated your faith in Christ. It's as simple as that. Once you started telling the churches that they should listen to science and which was not science, false science, pseudoscience, telling them to listen to these kind of things. The moment you started that, you backslid. So I tell you that many of those ministers, they need prayers. They need prayers. And we have to pray for many, many pastors and leaders who are scared of the disease. And they are the ones that are actually, maybe you don't know this. The reason many churches are still shut down is not just because of government. It's because of the church leaders who insisted to government not to let the churches open. Except the churches followed these wicked guidelines. They are wicked guidelines. That if you want to lay hands, one of those guidelines, if you want to lay hands on the sick, you should wear a glove to lay hands on the sick. This is crazy. And that Holy Communion should be suspended. Holy Communion that Jesus told us to take. We are told to suspend them because of a pandemic.